I'm in the corner of Barraquil, my best of the day.
Barraquil in front with 50 metres to go from Legio 10 and Barraquil won again, could be anything.
But I like Mr. Mbini to do it again, win again in race 7.
Genius Regal might grab by Mr. Mbini. They go to the line, Regal might kick it in the middle with Mr. Mbini.
Hello everyone, it's finals day on Saturday at Flemington. The best horses from the past few weeks race on this card, so it's going to be an absolute cracker. This preview is going to look a little bit different. As you can see, I'm not in my Saminator top. There is no green screen behind me. I've just been really rushed for time this week. My picks aren't even off my ratings because I haven't had time to do my ratings. They're just form picks this week. So that could make me better or worse. We'll see how we go. And yeah, there's no replays either in the preview because also I've been shortened for time. So yeah, let's hope we can find some winners anyway. Enjoy. Race 1 at Flemington is the Next Generation Sprinters Series final for the 2-year-olds over the 1200 metres. A positive about form picks is that I've actually done the 2-year-old race on a Thursday, which is rare, but I've landed with the favourite on top. I found you. This filly could be anything. It won on the Kensington track on debut by 4 lengths with J-Mac in the saddle. That was on a heavy 8, so has to do it on good ground on Saturday and down the straight, so there's no way I can be taking $1.50 to $1.60 about this horse, but yeah. Blake Shin on, gate 7, right gate down the straight. It could be anything. I've got it on top. Earth got in there for second. This horse was a good Geelong maiden winner last start. Chased Interest Point at Caulfield before that, which is good form. It's a good chance in there for third. Aldolfito for Peter Moody and Catherine Coleman and Damien Lane. Peter Moody wouldn't be running this horse on Saturday if he didn't think he was up to it on debut. Damien Lane on is a good factor as well and perfectly good in there for fourth. Comes back for its second race preparation, has been gelded and gets the blinkers off, so might calm it down and it can improve rapidly. But the favourite might be just way too good for them in race 1. Race 2 is the Banjo Patterson Series final over the 2600 metres. There's another short price favourite and I've got it on top, Berkshire Breeze. I've been with this horse in all of its 3 runs this preparation. I'm not jumping off now. An emphatic winner of a benchmark 84 at Flemington last start, winning by just under 5 lengths. Beat a good horse, which was the favourite on that day, called Quantum Cat. Ethan Brown sticks with it, 54.5 kilos. Gate 6 will roll forward and be hard to beat again. I've got Aberfeldy Boy in there for second. This horse had a decent SP when something must have gone amiss last start. Finished 7th behind Born a King and Tara Mansour. If SPs are anything to judge by, this horse it should be a clear second pick. At its best, it'll be challenging the favourite. Tara Mansour in there for third, very consistent. It's past 4 runs, apart from 2 runs ago at Caulfield behind Fajita San. Gate 3, Stacky on board. It'll be running well. And Born a King, a last start winner, has to go in the top 4. But I think Berkshire Breeze can get it done for the favourite backers. Race 3 is the Silver Bowl Series final for the 3-year-olds over the 1600 metres. Another short price favourite, and I have got Craig on top. I have got units on it, but it won't pop up on the screen in this video. You have to wait till the end of the video to see who I've got units on, but I've got 2 units that win on Craig. This horse showed why it's a good horse last start, winning at $1.55 by a length and a quarter over Rise at Dawn. A same setup occurs on Saturday, I feel. Only has 3 kilos off Rise at Dawn again. That's what I had last start off Rise at Dawn. Draws gate 7, so we'll have to probably get back to midfield again, but it should be surging home down the long Flemington straight. Luke Curry off is a minor query because he knows the horse well. John Allen on board, though, doesn't faze me one bit. It should be screaming down the outside again. Rise at Dawn in there for second. We'll run another honest race, 60 kilos, Stacky on board. Will roll forward from the gate and be hard to beat. Just a deal. I was with this horse last start at Sandown. It ran a decent race. Draws gate 3 up to the 1600, suits John McNeil, 54 kilos. It can win, but I think that form line's a little bit off the Craig and Rise at Dawn form line, and La Fracas comes through that same just a deal race. It should be running honestly again, but I think Craig hopefully can get the job done in race number 3. Race 4 is the listed Taj Rossi Series final for the 2-year-olds over the 1600 metres. I've got Jared on top here. Waitley. This horse, on debut last start, was really good behind Sneaky Sunrise and Pisces. Batted away in the worst part of the track, ran pretty well up to the 1600 metres, second up suits. Daniel Moore on gate 5 will get a good run. I just think this horse is way over the odds at the moment and should lower in price by the time it gets to Saturday. In there for second, Sneaky Sunrise. This horse sat 3 wide, no cover, and did the job last start, so its run was full of merit. Draws gate 10 of 10 on Saturday, so I'm not too sure where it'll position itself. Dan Stackhouse might need to work that out, but it's an honest filly. It turns up every time, runs a cracker, so I've got it in for second. In for third, Jenny's Meadow. Up to the 1600 metres, looks like it'll suit this horse. Gate 2 will get a softer run this start. Ethan Brown on all ticks, and Pisces is 6th up, so when will it feel the pinch? That's just my little query with the big weight, but it ran second behind Sneaky Sunrise last start, so it's got to be considered. But I'm with Waitley at a bit of a price in the Taj Rossi Series final. Race 5 is the Leilani Series final for the fillies and mares over the 1400 metres. This is a tough race, but I've ended up settling with Belle Savoie. This horse has to carry the top weight of 60 kilos, but deserves to because she's the best horse in the race. Flew from the back last start behind Brazen Lady, which is the main lead-up race heading into this run. Gets a 3 kilo weight swing on Brazen Lady, so I think it's got that horse covered. Draws gate 5. I'm hoping Blake Shin can position it around midfield or so, a little bit closer than last start, and it should be doing its best work late. In for second, Electric Impulse. This horse copped some bad interference at about the 200 metre mark last start, so it lost maybe a length there. Draws gate 6. Bo Mertens retains the ride. It can run well. Fearless Rider in there for third. This horse is off a bit of a freshen up. Carleen Heffel takes the ride. It's good enough at its best and in her stride. It's had a bit of a break since its run at Caulfield last start. Might need the run, but draws gate 3 for a good run for Alana Kelly on board. But I'm with Belle Savoie in the Leilani Series final. Race 6 is the Mahogany Challenge final for the 3-year-olds over the 2500 metres. Steel Run is on top for me. This horse, Mick Kent, absolutely knows how to train a stayer, and Steel Run 4th up to the 2500 metres with the 54 kilos for Ethan Brown. I'm hoping he can get the job done. This horse on debut won a maiden at Caulfield, then sat 3 wide, no cover, and was just beaten by Aztec State, and then has subsequently gone to Flemington behind Lady in Pink and ran a slashing race coming from basically last there. Now I think up to the 2500 metres, 4 weeks in between runs. Gate 4 will get an ideal run. Ethan Brown on, or sticks with it, I should say. I reckon it's the one to beat clearly on Saturday. In for second, Aztec State. If this horse can win with the 60 kilos, I'm not joking when I say this, it could be on a Melbourne Cup path. It could follow a similar path to what First Immortal did last year and run in the Bart Cummings or something like that if it wins this race. It'll be a big effort with 60 kilos, but it's very consistent. I've got it in there for second. Eliud in there for third. Just still questioning whether this horse on top of the ground is any good, but should get a softer run from gate 5 this start and improve performance. And Piggyback, don't know much about it, but it's a horse that's been running on wet ground recently and comes down to Victoria up to the 2500. Kieran Ma definitely knows how to train a stayer. I've got it in there for 4th, but I'm confident on Steel Run to get the job done on Saturday. Race 7 is the listed Santa Ana Lane Sprint Series final over the 1200 metres, and I'm pretty confident on this selection actually. It's right down the bottom, number 13, Why Worry. Now this horse gets in this start with 54 kilos, which it hasn't seen in a very long time. It draws gate 7, Daniel Moore on. It should be in the lead, which I hope it is, and I think it's where you want to be in this type of race. Last year, this race was won by Nemeth. It settled in the lead. Before that, the year before, I think it was Serious Suspect. He was an on-speed horse, and then the year before that, I'm pretty sure it was the Astrologist who was a leader. So, and the Astrologist is running this race again this year. But why worry? It ran last week at Caulfield behind Barraquil and Legio 10 on a soft 7. It doesn't go on soft. Before that was a dominant winner, first up off a long break at Caulfield over 1200 metres. I just think this horse is flown under the radar of so many people. And I wouldn't be surprised if it started way shorter on Saturday than what it is currently, and I think it could be heaps better than a lot of these. So I've got it on top ahead of Semyon in there for second. This horse has been running some decent races and draws gate 11, right part of the straight. Daniel Nalon, I reckon it's a good chance. In for third, Crosshaven, my best friend off when he won for me last started about $17 it ended up paying. I can't believe this horse is $21 again. Dan Stackhouse goes on with Luke Curry, not at the meeting. Gate 8, get a good run and be finishing well. And then in there for fourth, I've got Ranting. Was a decent run first up, just peaked on the run late, so I think second up will be fitter. Despite the poor record, I just think it'll be running well with John McNeil in the saddle. But I like Why Worry to take out the Santa Ana Lane Sprint Series Final. Race 8 is the listed Winter Championship Series Final over the 1600 metres. This horse has proved me wrong on so many occasions, and I've finally got him on Saturday. Munamek, this horse has won its past two. Last start was a dominant winner with the 61.5 kilos at Flemington. Has the 60.5 here. Jamie Mott rides, and I just think it's most likely going to win this race. Gate 6, we'll get a good run around midfield or so, peel out of the top of the straight, and with the long Flemington straight, just go whooshka down the outside and hopefully win. In there for second, I've got Pounding. This horse should settle on speed. Led over 1800 last start, was very gallant, and I think back to the 1600 metres, drops in weight as well, will suit. It can definitely win. A bit of a roughie in there for third, Unseen Ruler. This horse only finished a length and a quarter off Munamek in the Swan Hill Cup and flew from last. Draws gate 13, so I'll have to get back to that spot again, but with the long Flemington straight, who knows? And then in there for fourth, I've got Duke de Sessa, who comes back first up. Will it need the run against some fit horses? Who knows? It's been gelded heading into this preparation and has jumped out particularly well, so it can definitely win. But I like Munamek in the Winter Championship Series Final. Hopefully it can take it out. Race 9 is the listed AR Creswick Sprint Series Final over the 1200 metres, and I'm with Fleetwood. Everybody knows about this horse. Missed the start last week at Caulfield by 5 lengths and only finished 4.5 lengths off the winner, so technically it should have won the race if you look at it that way. But last week it drew gate 1. It was the first horse to be loaded into the gate, so it was in there for quite a while. Now on Saturday draws gate 8, so we'll be in there for less time and should jump with them this time. And if it does, I reckon it's just better than a lot of these. It's a very progressive young horse, 4 from 10 in its career. Don't forget, it beat the Black Cloud and Jambalaya 2 starts ago. It's off the week back up. It's won on good ground before. Draws gate 8, the right part of the straight. Settles on speed. I'm happy to be with it. Ahead of Bossy Nick. Damian Lane chooses Bossy Nick over Fleetwood, so that's my only minor query with Fleetwood. But Bossy Nick's been racing well. It's won its past 2. It can definitely win. Ferrari, the most exciting horse on the meeting. I've got it in there for third. This horse has won its past 2 dominantly on a soft 7 and heavy 8. What can it do on good ground? It's in its career 2 starts for 2 seconds. So is it a wet tracker? Apparently it's got really dodgy knees and needs a bit of give in the ground, but we'll see how we go. Gate 6, Ethan Brown. Intriguing to see how it goes. And then in there for fourth, we got Right to Party. This horse was a dominant last start winner. Has been given a little bit of time between runs. Is 2 from 3 second up and will be running well on Saturday. But I like Fleetwood to take out the last on finals day. Can't have the preview without the quaddie, and last week 2 out of 4. That's just about normal for me. But we move on to this week. Let's go get it this week for the first time in 40 Saturdays. Race 6, number 1, Aztec State, 2, Eliud, 3, Piggyback, 4, Still Run. They're all the 4 favourites, so hopefully we get through the first leg. In race 7, this is the skinny and risky leg, going for 3, Crosshaven, 5, Semyon, and 13, Why Worry. They're all just about double figures, leaving out the hot pot favourite, Press Down. We'll know our fate. If we can get through race 7, then we're on for the quaddie this week. Race 8, 1 Munamek, 2 Duke de Sessa, 4 Pounding, 7 Windstorm, 13 Unseen Ruler. And then in race 9, we're going for 1 Bossy Nick, 2 Fleetwood, 5 Prince Zero, 9 Right to Party, and 12 Ferrari. Hopefully we can get the quaddie this week. Well, everyone, thanks for listening in to this week's preview. Only 3 unit plays on Saturday. Craig, Why Worry, and Fleetwood. Not too many unit plays, as I've already said. I haven't done my ratings, so who knows how they'll go. But, yeah, we'll see how we go. Don't have much else to say. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next week for next week's preview. Bye for now.